Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Patty. I go by Pattymac Makes everywhere online. Today's video is like a check-in of sorts. I'm just going to give you a progress update on where I am in my journey towards decluttering and organizing my sewing room. Karen of Just Get It Done Quilts has been hosting a month-long challenge called the Declutter Challenge, and every day she goes through a different item or category in her sewing and quilting room and spends some time organizing, decluttering, throwing away whatever it is that she feels like needs to be done with a particular item. I have been more concentrated on working through a particular area at a time. I'll be honest with you, I felt like I hadn't really done much, and so I went back and reviewed the last video that went up, and I've actually done more than I thought, so that made me feel really good. So I'm just going to do like a quick little tour through everything and just give you an update of where things stand so far. What I've done, I will tell you, what are we on? Today is the 26th, I think. I'm not going to get everything done by the end of the month. It's just not going to happen. I'm doing my best. I lost a couple of days last week getting ready for a pretty major winter storm. We got through that just fine. There's another one on the way. So all of the preparation that I did last week will carry forward into this week. So that's a good thing. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. Thank goodness I didn't put everything away. I'd be really upset if I'd put it all away and I'd be dragging it out. So the items may just sit on the porch until we get to spring. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to flip the screen on the camera and we're just going to do kind of a walkthrough, and I'll show you where I am. We're going to start at my desk. That's where we started last time. So we're going to start there again. And as you can see, I'm down to one computer. This feels like huge progress for me. I've had two computers sitting there since October when the new one came. It's just taken me a while to work through all of my passwords and getting files transferred and, you know, the things that you have to do. But I'm super happy to say that my desk is pretty well where I want it to be. I did wind up purchasing this little desk caddy, and I will link to that for you. I also got a couple of really pretty notebooks. I like to do all of my video ideas and blog planning in notebooks. And of course, the best is yet to come is super positive, and you know, I need that right now. So anyway, that's all of that. And yeah, I can see my calendar again, which really helps. And I have the space to actually work on my desk, which is amazing. And yeah, so that was really, really good progress, it felt like. And I'll swing around. Christmas tree is still up. I've been removing the ornaments. Honestly, I like it because of the lights, and it just looks so pretty at night with the lights, but that will be down by the end of the week. You can see I've totally cleaned the table, and I want you to see that I have those jelly roll placemats and also the hemmed napkins. And so you can see I really do use the things that I share on the channel with you. I'm not just cranking out stuff for the sake of cranking out. I really use everything. And that's why I'm confident in sharing the different projects with you, because they get use and I know they hold up. Those placemats have been through the washing machine and dryer, oh gosh, 2 or 3 times. And you know, I just steam press them and they're beautiful again. And my hemmed napkins, you know, I did the mitered napkins a while back, but I gotta tell you, the hem napkins, that's like my new favorite thing. I just did those with fat quarters. So yeah, super easy. But anyway, yeah, so it's sort of the interim table. I'm getting my next project ready for Valentine's, and I'll give you just a sneak peek on that. So we'll swing around. And here is the sewing room itself. And I want to tell you, let me flip the camera. The living room space, which is my sewing room. I want to tell you that I have worked on a few projects in the last couple of weeks, and having the room straightened up and cleaned up has been amazing. So I was able to do some really fun piecing projects, and I got all of the parts together really fast and easy, and I also was able to clean it up pretty easy. So that feels like a pretty big win. Let me just show you what the sewing table looks like and what the cutting and work table looks like. And then we'll head to the back. Here's the sewing table, and you can see I've got several blocks piled up on the end. Those are the different samples I've been working through, planning and getting ready for the next series of block tutorials and projects that I'm going to share with you. So just a sneak peek. I've pulled a couple of the rotary blades. I need to change my rotary blades. I'm going to do that. And then here is the box of the safety pins that I use. I always pin based my quilting, so those are out because I'm using them. And I've done, like I said, quite a lot of piecing, and it cleaned up so fast and so easy, and I'm really happy about that. I'll just give you a quick glimpse of my pegboard. I talk about this thing all the time. I love it so much. It makes such a difference. I've added that smaller cutting mat since I saw you last. They were on sale in Joann, and I went ahead and got that one to try, and I'm going to tell you, my blades cut 100% better on the new mat. So I think the old mats have just about seen their better days. They're starting to get kind of messed up and grooved from all of the cutting. And, that's just part of what happens. So I did like the gray mat, so I may go ahead and plan on upgrading to a larger size soon. And we'll swing around, and you can see on the table, I have been pulling fabrics and working with fabrics. So there's a lot of stuff going on, especially on the lower shelf. If you follow my community tab, I shared a kind of a spur of the moment quilt that I decided to start, and it's folded up there. It's just waiting for the weekend when I can pull it out and work on it again. I'll just give you a sneak peek on the top of the cutting table. This will be the next project I have coming out for you, and isn't it beautiful? Oh my goodness gracious. I shouldn't show it to you, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. It's all pin basted, so it's ready. I just need to start the quilting, and I've pulled all my thread that I'm going to use on it, and it's just kind of ready to go. So I need to just sit at the machine and do my quilting. And just kind of swinging around. Not a lot of progress here. I need to really get into that cabinet and pull stuff out. And that hasn't happened. A little here and a little there, but the chair is still cleaned out and it's remaining clean. So that feels like progress. Let's head down the hall. In the last video, I told you I had like a dirty little secret, and that was the fact that I just kind of took a whole bunch of stuff out of the last room we were in and dumped it back here. We all do it. This is kind of how it works, isn't it? But you know what? I've made a lot of progress back here. So I'm going to flip the screen. I'm going to show you what I've done. And I'm happy about this. The last time I showed you this room, it was just piles and piles of stuff all over the floor. And you can see that I have really worked quite hard on putting things away. So let's just come over here. The box is going to be stuff that I'm getting rid of. I had someone sending quilt box items to me last year, and I'm really not going to use those items. So they're probably going to go into my Etsy shop, and I'll resell them over there. I'll let you know when that happens. The other stuff in the box will be for donations. This was another purchase I made. This black thing on the end. I don't love the color, but I figure when the weather's better, I can take it out and spray paint it. But it corralled all of my magazines. And I still have quite a bit of room. So this thing was amazing. I will link that over to you. It is an Amazon item. The product itself, I did have to put it together. And it does corral and look neat. I'll like it better when I can spray paint it. But anyway, I'll link for you so that you can see it if you want to use something similar. And this stuff I'll still organize, and I can remove books from the other room and store them in here too. So I got quite a bit worked on there. Back over here, it's also a pile of music CDs. So I need a shelf system or something where I can put those up. And I'll just swing around. So my chair looks nice and neat. I can finally sit there and not feel like I'm just drowning in a pile of stuff. And that's my little pillow. I made that, I just kind of played with the color and making some smaller blocks. And I love the little pillow. So maybe we'll make that on the channel also. It's just a simple envelope pillow. And we'll come over here. This is like knitting projects and project bags that I've made. So they're all kind of hanging out there. And we'll come around. I did start on finishing my little Christmas pillow. I got it stuffed. I still have to close it up. So that's just kind of hanging out and waiting to go. And this is the storage with all of my flannel fabrics. So if you want to see my flannel collection, let me know, drop a comment, and maybe we'll do a video and I'll show you what's in there. We come around. This is my little exercise chair, and this I want to move to the garage where I've got kind of a workout space. So that will get moved. And then this little cubby bike, I got that from my mom, so she uses that. Most everything is now behind that door, and it's a wreck. Just being honest. In the process of cleaning out the closet, I was able to really get a handle on and organize all of my quilt batting. So that was good. So I know what I have. I actually went to Joann yesterday and got a couple of items to round out that stuff. So that is much neater. I can see what I have. It's all there. But the rest of the closet is kind of a disaster. I actually need some organizing shelfy things to help me in there, to just to have a place to put stuff. Right now it's just all kind of on the floor. I picked out what I wanted, but it's all out of stock in IKEA right now, so that kind of blows an IKEA trip. But my good friend who lives over in the next city over in Norfolk, she has the same system and she is going to sell hers, so I'm probably going to buy it from her. So when I go over and get that, we'll do a little vlog video with a trip to Norfolk, because it's really cool over there. And she and her husband just bought a beautiful old historic home, and I can't wait to see it. That's my progress so far. So it may not look like a lot, but you know, I just do a little bit every day, and that really is the true secret to moving forward in life. Just do a little bit every day. 10 minutes a day, every day. It does add up over time. So that's my progress update, such as it is. I'm still working my way through, and I probably won't meet my February 1st goal. That's okay. It's still going to be here. Life goes on, and things come up, and we just can't always meet those strict deadlines. And I stopped a long time ago worrying about deadlines because life's too short. Thanks for watching, and I hope that my little bit of progress gives you some inspiration to keep working on your stuff and just keep putting that one foot in front of the other and moving forward. Because really, a journey of 1,000 miles does begin with a single step. So take that single step and just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and eventually it all gets done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next update. And for the next update, I really want that, I'm looking at it, that big bookshelf cleaned out. That's going to be the goal. So, okay. Until then, I will see you around YouTube's, and happy sewing.